Storm Helene strengthens as it heads to Mexico and Florida. Tropical Storm Helene is strengthening in the Caribbean as it heads towards Mexico's Yucatán Peninsula. Meteorologists warn Helene could turn into a Category 3 hurricane before hitting the U.S. Gulf Coast in the coming days. The U.S.-based National Hurricane Center, NHC, said that Helene was expected to pass the northeastern coast of Yucatán in the coming hours and hit Florida late on Thursday local time.
Un alma va ahí nada más. Bueno, pues qué tal amigos, ¿cómo están? Muy buenas noches, nos conectamos desde la zona de Puerto Juárez.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has declared a state emergency for almost all of the state's counties. At 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, Helene had maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour, 105 kilometers/h, and was moving northwest from its position east of the Mexican state of Quintana Roo.
No manches, ya se cayó ese árbol. A la vida.
Mexico's Meteorological Service said it could not rule out that the popular resorts of Cancun and Cozumel could be hit in the early hours of Wednesday local time.
You can see there's a piece missing right at the very end. And that piece is now lying clear across the beach. Right over, whoa, looks like it got washed in the water. There it is, right there. It's about to go bye-bye into the water.
Red flags warning swimmers not to venture into the sea were flying on the beaches of Cancun as early as Tuesday, and fishermen rushed to get their small boats out of the water. Local businesses were boarding up their windows as torrential rain began to fall and high winds blew. Heavy rainfall from Helene is also expected to affect western Cuba and the Cayman Islands. The NHC said that once Helene reaches the southeastern United States, it is expected to produce total rain accumulations of 5 to 10 inches, 12.7 to 25.4 centimeters. A flood watch has been issued from Florida to the southern Appalachians, with the worst affected area predicted to be the Big Bend region in Florida. Big Bend is where Hurricane Idalia made landfall in 2023, and the area was also impacted by Hurricane Debby last month. The Florida Division of Emergency Management has posted a list of the counties in which voluntary or mandatory evacuation orders have been issued ahead of Helene. Florida Gov. Ron DeSantis also issued an emergency for most of the state's counties, while Georgia Gov. Brian Kemp declared an emergency in his state as well. The storm is anticipated to be unusually large and fast-moving, meaning storm surges, wind, and rain will likely extend far from the storm's center, the Hurricane Center said. States as far inland as Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana could see rainfall.
No manches, ya se cayó ese árbol.
Heavy rains and big waves already lashed the Cayman Islands on Tuesday. Officials there closed schools, airports, and government offices as strong winds knocked out power in some areas of Grand Cayman, while heavy rain and waves as high as 3 meters unleashed flooding. Authorities urged people to stay indoors as the storm moved away later Tuesday and said crews would fan out to assess damage. Many in Cuba also worried about the storm, whose tentacles are expected to reach the capital of Havana, which is struggling with a severe water shortage, piles of uncollected garbage, and chronic power outages. Helene is the 8th named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season, which began June 1. Since 2000, 8 major hurricanes have made landfall in Florida, according to Philip Klotzbach, a Colorado State University hurricane researcher. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has predicted an above-average Atlantic hurricane season this year because of record warm ocean temperatures. It forecasts 17 to 25 named storms before the season ends November 30, with 4 to 7 major hurricanes of Category 3 or higher.